Okay, good morning students. So this is our lab class for computer networks for week 10. So in this lab we are going to start with a new software which is called as the packet tracer. I have already uploaded instructions in the announcement page to download the packet tracer on your systems. So what is a packet tracer? Alright, so packet tracer is basically a simulator. It's a simulator software. It's a program that is used to check how computer network works. Packet tracer has two different views, logical workspace and a physical workspace. So and it has two modes of operation, real-time mode and simulation mode. So we will create a sample network simulation to simulate a network. So I will start with the sample network simulation, and later on you can go through these slides, because these slides explain the steps that I will be using in the packet tracer. So this is a Cisco packet tracer software. I will start to it. When you first start it will ask you for a user login or a guest login. Don't go with a guest login because you may not be able to save some of the files. Go with the user login. For the user login, you may have to register at the Cisco packet tracer website, and then after registration use your credentials to log into your Cisco packet tracer software. Alright, now it works in two views, as I told you, logical, and this is the physical view, and this is the logical view, and it has two modes of operation, real time and simulation. By default the working is in real time and we use the logical views. So first of all, let me just explain you what this is. The workspace area, this white area is the workspace area, where we will draw our network topology and we will check whether our LAN, local area network, or the network that we want to design is working correctly or not. So basically it is a simulator. Alright, let's first of all understand the parts of this. This is a menu bar, so you have various options, file, new. If you want to open samples, you can go through the samples. Various options are there, you can go over here. Now we are more interested at the bottom. At the bottom you have, like when I click over here, this is the part which shows us the network devices, various network devices that I can use. Alright, then going over here, these are the end devices, which consists of the phone, TV, computers, laptops, sniffers, wireless routers, and then these are basically the component toolbars. This is basically various components. Then these are the cables, the type of connector cables. Then these are miscellaneous devices, routers. Then this is a multi-user connection. So when I go to the network devices, if you see over here, these are the routers, these are switches, these are hubs, these are wireless devices, security devices, and this is a WAN emulation. So basically all devices, all network hardware devices which we use while setting up a LAN or any type of local area network or a wide area network, they are provided over here to set up our small local area, to set up our network and then simulate our network. The basic purpose over here is, before actually installing a network in a premises, in a organization, we first of all want to test whether it will work perfectly or not. So that is the basic purpose. Basic purpose of this software. Now over here also you have this is actually a note. If you want to place a note with the devices, you can use it. This is to delete some component, this is to inspect some component. Then if you want to draw certain shapes, you can draw the shapes over here. This is a select icon or a resize option. Then this is a packet data unit, PDU, and this is a simple PDU, and this is a complex PDU. Now as we proceed with working with our lab, I will be explaining you all these components and the commands in detail. Alright, so let me just proceed with the very small exercise for this. Let's first of all create a peer-to-peer LAN. In the lab, if you can recall, we created a peer-to-peer LAN where we created the crossover cables and we joined the two systems together, and then we used the ping command to check whether our connections are working or not. So same thing we can do over here using the packet tracer software. We can simulate whatever we did in the lab class. So I have few examples to explain you how does the packet tracer software works. So we will just start from the beginning. So in the first question, I am creating a peer-to-peer LAN which consists of two pieces, right? So I will be explaining you step by step. So I have to create a LAN which consists of two pieces, two computer systems. So if you see over here at the bottom here, I have all the components. So these are the end devices. Computers are nothing but the end devices. So I will click on the tab called end devices, and from here I will, this is a generic PC. You can see over here at bottom, you will see the name also. So this is a generic PC, next is a laptop, and next is a server. So I want a generic PC. I will click on generic PC and just drop it over here. Then I want another PC. I will click on generic PC. I will drop it over here. So it has been, I have put the end devices. Now I need to make a connection between them. So here is a connection over here. I will click on the connector, and because these are the same devices, so I must connect them with the crossover cable. So if you see, it shows this is a console cable, this is a straight through cable, then this is a copper crossover cable, then it's a fiber cable, it's a phone cable, coaxial cable, it's a serial DCE, it's a serial DTE cable, octal cable. So these are various types of cable. I will use copper crossover cable. So what I will do, I will click on copper crossover, I will click on this PC, and I will use fast Ethernet port. We have to use fast Ethernet port. Click over here. You will see a cable hanging like this. Then I will click on the another PC here like this, and then I will click on the fast Ethernet 0. So my PC has been connected now, right? Now I can change the name of the computers. Both the computers, I have to assign the IP addresses to them. I have not yet assigned the IP addresses. I want to change their names and the various parameters. So how to change the names and other things? I will click on this PC. This type of window will open. So when I go to the config tab over here, here is the display name, which is PC0. I can name it as computer 1. Just then close this window. If you can see over here, this is computer 1 now. Same way, I can change the name of this computer to computer 2. Alright, so from here I will write computer 2 over here. So this is computer 2, right? Now I have to assign the IP addresses to these systems. So what will I do? I will click these systems. Then either I can set the IP addresses. I will set the static IP addresses, not the dynamic IP addresses. Alright. So I have two ways. First way is I click on this fast Ethernet 0 and I get option over here. Make sure this port is always on, because if it is off, then your connections will not work. So I will click over here static, and I will give some IP address, maybe 10.10.10.2, right? Then click over here on the subnet mask, it will automatically come, right? Then I will close it. So I have provided an IP address. Next thing, I have to provide the IP address to computer 2 also. So I will click over here. Now I will go with the another way. Other way is you go to the desktop tab and you have over here the option IP configuration. Click on this. Now you have this IP configuration window. So we will choose static. I will give the IP address 10.10.10.3 and click on the subnet mask. Subnet mask will automatically come as 255.0.0.0. So let me check. The IP address of this system was 10.10.10.2 and 10.10.10.3. Now we have to check whether our connectivity is working or not. Now what we can do, either we can use the command or we can simulate also. So first of all I will use the command and then I will tell you how to simulate them also. So I will click on this PC1, go to desktop tab, and there is a command prompt. Go over here. Now what will I write? As usual, ping and the IP address of the other system. What was it? 10.10.10.3. So I am getting the response. That means my connection is okay. Alright. So same thing I will do with the other system, computer 2. I will click over here, go to the command prompt, 10.10.10.2. Sorry, ping 10.10.10.2. So it's working. I am getting the reply from the other system. This is one way. Most of the time we use this way. You can simulate it also. For simulation you can attach a packet data unit. So this is a simple packet data unit. What you have to do, just click on this PDU and bring this PDU and click it over here on the computer 1 and click it over here on the computer 2. Alright. So I'm trying to attach it. Alright, so see over here, I will click on this PDU, I will put it over here. Then what will I do? From here I will click on the, select this PDU, I will click on any of the system. I clicked over here. So a PDU is attached. Now what will I do? This is a simulation mode. I will go to the simulation mode. And if you see, I have many ICMP packets. Now what will I do? I will click on auto capture and play and I will see packets are exchanged. So if you see, when I click on auto capture, right? When I click on auto capture, so if you see, computer 2 is sending to computer 1, computer 1 is sending to computer 2. So if you see, the datas are exchanged over here. If you see over here, datas are exchanged over here. The packets are traveling from one system to the another system. So this shows that my network connection is okay. My network is configured correctly. I can use reset simulation. I can make it back also, capture forward also. So these are the various simulation parameters. So these are the two ways by which you can check the connectivity. You can either simulate it or you can use the ping command also. Alright, so that was the first basic. So what we have done, we have changed the computer names, we have configured a static IP address, we have identified the suitable network links, but we have used the cable, and then we have verified the connection between them. Right, now let me go to the second. So what we have to do over here, we have to make a small LAN consisting of 5 computers. And a switch. We will change the computer name, we will identify a suitable network topology, and we will identify the network links between the nodes, and we will configure a static IP between the computers, and then we will verify the connection. So we can make any topology also. Now if I want to save this, I can save it, and I will give it as a name, for example question 1, and I will save it on the desktop or wherever you want to save. Alright, now if for example this is a note, let me come over here, this is a note. If I want to attach a note over here, just click over here, a simple connection between two PC. So if you want it to be named, you can name it like this. After naming it, you want this to go, this rectangular box, just click on this, it will go. Alright, now this cross button is for deleting some for components. So for example, when I click over here, I want to delete this computer. I will just click a tick mark over cross over here, it will be deleted. So this is for deleting any of the component or a topology. This is for inspecting, we don't use it. This is for drawing the shapes if you want to draw it. So this is how you can delete the components, and you can put the nodes also. So let's start with the next question. So I will open another file. Okay, I don't want to save it. Alright, so this is opened now. Alright, now what we have to do, we have to create a small LAN, and which consists of 5 computers. So what will I do? I will first of all put 5 computers over here. These are the end devices. Now I have to identify a topology also. So for example, 1, 2, 3, okay, 4 and 5 maybe on one side, and then I want them to be connected with a switch. So these are the network devices, the first one, and the second one is the switch. I want a switch. So the first one, I will choose the switch 296024TT. Now I want the connectivity between them. Since I want a connectivity between PC0 switch 0, PC1 switch 1, PC2 switch 2, PC3 and PC4 and so on. Okay, first of all let me change the names of all these devices. PC0, I name it as host A, right? PC1, I name it as host B, PC2, I name it as host 3, PC4, I name it as host 5, and the last PC, I name it as host 6, right? So this is how I rename them. Next thing is I rename a switch also. I can rename a switch also. So just click over here and you have the config. From here you can change the name of the switch, but I'm not changing it. Alright, now I have to assign the IP addresses to the computer. So let me assign to the first system IP address, IP configuration. Okay, I assign it as 192.168.1.1. So class C IP address. Next system, second host, I assign it as 192.168.1.2. Third host, I assign the IP address as 192.168.1.3. Then fourth host, I assign the IP address as 192.168.1.4, and the last host, I assign it as 192.168.1.5. Alright, 192.168.1.5. Alright, so let me just check. For the previous system I doubt, okay, so it was okay. Alright, now I have to define the connections between a switch and the systems. So I go to the connector. I will use here straight through cable. Why straight through? Because now the connection is between the different devices. So from host A, fast Ethernet to switch. When I click on switch, I get many ports. It has 24 ports. So I will select fast Ethernet 01 from switch I will select the cable again. From here I will choose fast Ethernet at host B. Then at switch 0 I will choose the fast Ethernet 02. Then same thing from host 3 fast Ethernet 0. Then from here 03. Then again another cable. From here I choose fast Ethernet 0, connect to the switch on fast Ethernet 4, and the last one is I connect fast Ethernet 0 and to the switch fast Ethernet 05. So this way I have configured the 5 computers with the switch. Now let me check whether I can reach to the systems. Now if you see, I can see the green light. So if there is a green light, that means my topology is correct, it is working fine. So let me check. I go to host A, I try to ping all of them. Ping 192.168.1.2. So it's working. I can reach to the second system. Ping 192.168.1.3. 1.3 was on the other side, so I can reach. Ping 192.168.1.4. So I can reach this system also. Last system had IP address 192.168.1.5. So all the systems can be reached from the system 1. Similarly, you can try from other systems also. If you see, all the lights are up. Same way I can attach a packet data unit also. So for example, if I attach a packet data unit over here, and from here if I try to send it to all the systems, let me check. If I click on auto capture, it goes to host A, switch 0. Then I click over here. It can go to host B also from switch 0, right? Then click on auto capture. Again it goes to from host B to switch 0. So it can go to the other parts also. Similarly, I can attach a packet data unit over here also, right? And I can check, go to the simulation mode, and I can check it can go right to switch 0 host B. All right, host B. Okay, so I can go to capture for it is going to host 5 also. If you can see, it is going to all the systems through the switch. So this way I can identify my camera. This way I can simulate also. This is the simulate. So from the switch the packet can go to all other all other systems. So again if I do auto capture, if you see from switch 0 to host 5, switch 0 to host 6, so it can go. So STP and ICMP protocols are used. Alright, one thing more, if you click on any of the PC, it gives you like what is the port, what is the Bluetooth is down, what is the gateway, what is the MAC address, and what is the default address. Alright, so now when I click on these packet, if you click on this packet, for example over here, it will give you from on which layer it is out, what is the MAC address, and it shows all the 7 layers of the OSI model. So this was all about how to create a simple lab using the packet tracer, how to simulate a simple LAN using the packet tracer. Please try these 2 exercises. Also, I will upload one more exercise by using a hub. If you see, I can use a hub also. Check the end devices, and after the switch I have a hub. And with all the procedures, I will upload one exercise for you to try at home and then respond me. So thank you so much, and if you have any questions, I will take up your questions in the Sunday class. So thank you so much.